Harvard Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. Take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Here's a give to Frazier. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around. He's really proven to be a great back.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here comes the heat. Trying to get away. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Nowhere to go.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Still looking to his right. First down and more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his big tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Blaylock. Breaks into the open. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Phillips. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the ground, he's got it again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. They've got him corralled. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Handoff, Frazier running left. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give, it's Frazier. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Left side is Frazier. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Throws it off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Blaylock. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Mateer. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down to the air. Rushes on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Right side, it's Sategna. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Handoff for Frazier. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Caught. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking for the edge. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He had already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hands to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're all over it. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Follows his blocks. Each play lock. They were all over it.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
The Sooners will try to pick it up on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Needs it here on fourth down. Turning it on. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the... And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide right, it's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Sets his feet, it's Stockton. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the run, it's Blaylock. Cannot pick up the first down, but a field goal would give them the lead here late in the second quarter. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Smashes it between the uprights. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's got enough. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 8 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's South Carolina coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Frazier again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Frazier. Stopped right there.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Frazier again. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out.
Number 91, set to advance.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
no matter how great you are at the quarterback position, it's hard to overcome bad habits. And if you're going to drift when you throw the football, that's a bad habit, and it's still hard to be accurate with the football.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Sells the run, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Right side, it's Blaylock. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Out wide left, it's Tategna. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Got him on the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Handoff for Frazier. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fakes the grab. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a 1st down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On the ground, it's Blaylock. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Finds its way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Look out! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Speeding down the left side.